Hello guys, here with a new video for the channel. I hope you like it, and if you like it, don't forget to leave your powerful like Supreme God level, comment, and subscribe. Now without further ado, get comfortable. Let's begin. The battle of Kakarot and Beerus would continue in its climax. That's right, the power of Beerus had surprised Kakarot, which did not imagine that Beerus would be so powerful. In the moment of the battle, Kakarot was able to end it by increasing his power to 25%. However, to his surprise, Beerus was able to dodge the blow that almost knocked him out of combat.
For a Saiyan, you are very powerful. You're worthy of observing 100% of all my power. So let's see what you can do against it.
At that moment, Beerus would begin to raise its power to the maximum. Even his appearance was changing. That's right, the power of Beerus was even shaking the entire Universe 7. At that moment of a great explosion of energy, Hawkeye could be observed Beerus in his new transformation, which would leave surprised Kakarot. Beerus at that moment would be launched against Kakarot. Goku was not able to dodge his powerful blow because he was only transformed into Super Saiyan. At that moment, Kakarot, knowing that even with all his ordinary transformations, he would be no match for that god, would begin to increase his power, accessing the Super Saiyan Blue. That's right, at that moment, Kakarot with a serious look would stand in front of Beerus.
You turned out to be a worthy opponent, so I'll show you my power.
Kakarot and Beerus at that same instant would disappear from the whole place, starting to move at a great speed, starting to disintegrate every planet in the universe. That's right, when colliding with their blows were so powerful that they were not able to neutralize them completely. Meanwhile, with Mikoshin, she was equally very surprised to realize how a God Destroyer possessed all that great power.
This is incredible! Zeno-sama's multiverse has increased in power in an amazing way. I can't believe how much power they have achieved in such a short period of time.
Meanwhile, in the realm of the whole, Daishinken was also watching the battle, being a little amazed at the power Beerus had obtained. The god power Beerus had increased in an incredible way. He should be considered a supreme god. He has the power to back it up. At that moment, one of the guards would approach Daishinken. Daishinken, you are still watching the battle of that Saiyan? I don't know how a god was able to match him. If at that moment he was born, he was able to make everything around him tremble. I don't know, but his power doesn't compare to the moment of his birth. How strange. What they did not know was that Kakarot's power was hidden. That's right, Kakarot only used what was necessary so that the other beings would not know his true battle level. Returning to the battle of both, Beerus and Kakarot were a little injured. However, at that moment, Kakarot would give a big smile and laugh.
You really are a powerful god. You've earned my respect. I, the most powerful Saiyan of all the universes, recognize you as a worthy opponent. What do you mean by this? Are you giving up? Of course not. In this instant, I'll demonstrate to you the power of which you'll not be able to surpass, no matter how hard you try.
Kakarot in that same instant would access to Ultra Instinct. That's right, in the same moment, Kakarot, with a powerful and accurate hit, was able to make Beerus fall to the ground, losing his transformation and being out of combat.
Angel of the Universe 7 Whis, I thank you for keeping my secret and excuse my behavior. I know that maybe you don't trust me, but a danger is approaching.
Don't worry, Kakarot-sama. All the divine beings have given you the vote of confidence.
Be sure that you'll not regret it. I'll do whatever it takes to protect this multiverse that I love so much.
Kakarot in that moment would leave it to an inhospitable place of all the Universe 7. That's right, Kakarot would begin to meditate, since for beings who broke the laws of power, it was of utmost importance to meditate. After a while, on the planet of Beerus, he would wake up a little confused by everything that had happened.
Whis, what happened? Was I defeated?
That's right, Mr. Beerus. The Saiyan named Kakarot defeated you.
I can't believe I lost to a puny Saiyan. This can't be a damn nightmare.
Of course not, Mr. Beerus. You lost to the best. I know you don't remember, but you just fought the Saiyan that was born 20 years ago.
Was I able to fight against that gigantic power?
That's right, Mr. Beerus. It seems that your power has grown so incredibly, you were able to face that powerful god and was even able to be recognized him.
This only motivates me to become much more powerful. I won't fall so far behind that Saiyan. I want to have a rematch and defeat him in the next one.
Meanwhile, in a place far away from all the multiverses, one of Yiki's subordinates had awakened when he felt the essence of the protagonist god. Well, well, this seems very interesting to me. That's the power of a creator god. Better go and investigate. At that moment, a guy with horns on his head would stand up and at an impressive speed would begin to head towards the multiverse of Zeno-sama at an impressive speed that no king at all would be able to perceive it. Meanwhile, on the Saiyan planet, Bardock was also training because he didn't want to be so far behind the power that his son had. I know that I was not born with great genetics of my son, but even if it costs me 100 times more to increase my power, I'll make it an effort. Bardock at that time would begin to train to increase his power and be of help if a new enemy approaches the planet. Meanwhile, in the Kingdom of Everything, Zeno-sama, for 10 years ago, had not given signs of his life. That's right, Zeno-sama had suffered such defeat was very bad, and for 10 years, Zeno-sama entered one of the rooms of the Kingdom of Everything, and nothing was known about him until today. That is, Zeno-sama at that moment would come out of that room, but the power he gave off was extremely unreal. At that moment, even the high priest would fall to his knees on the floor. What is this pressure? Has a new enemy appeared? At that moment, Zeno-sama will decrease all his pressure, making everyone present in the whole realm able to move freely.
Don't worry, it was only my pressure, because I'm not able yet to control. But you must all increase your power because something very negative is on its way to this multiverse. What do you mean by that, Zeno-sama? One thing that Ozaru is right about is our multiverse is under an incredible threat. I don't understand, Zeno-sama. The Guardians like me are trained to become much more powerful. Alright, I don't know what's going to happen, but I'll try not to let my multiverse be annihilated.
Meanwhile, on the planet of Beerus, which still possessed a little of the essence of a creator god, a subordinate named Reich had arrived in front of both deities. However, unlike when Kakarot arrived to the planet, this time an incredible pressure seemed to be suffocating them since they could not even breathe. At that moment, Beerus would access his combat form, relieving the pressure, as well as Whis would increase his power to the maximum. Do some simple gods want to confront me? Beings that don't step on the ground of a king at all believe that they are capable of facing me. Reich at that moment, at a great speed, would begin to fight with both deities, which had no chance because the power of that god was in another dimension. At that precise moment, Beerus would charge a large sphere of Hakai energy, which Reich would disintegrate with a single one of his fingers.
This is incredible. The power of that guy is even greater than that of Kakarot-sama.
Reich at that moment took the battle a little more seriously and started to beat them both. That's right, the power of his blows was so powerful that even the whole planet was destroyed. After a few exchanges of blows, Beerus and Whis were in troubled conditions, and they were not able to continue the battle.
I'll spare your life if you give me information about everything I want to know. I'll not say anything for a being that releases pure evil from within. Wrong answer, God. I hope you're prepared to die, as this will be the end of you.
At that moment, Reich was about to end Beerus' life. A powerful blow would send him flying through a few mountains and trees. At that very moment, Kakarot would take Beerus in his arms.
You did well, Beerus. Now you can rest. Thank you, Whis, for communicating with me. Now they're safe.
Be careful, Kakarot-sama. This guy's powerful is incredible.
Don't worry about me. I'll end the life of this wretch.
Kakarot at that moment would stretch one of his hands, being able to wrap both in a large sphere of energy, which both would begin to heal their wounds and recover each of their powers. At that moment, Reich would return to the battlefield, since the blow that Kakarot had given him contained an absurdly unreal power.
Who are you? How do you have so much power?
You've been able to cause me a little damage.
The only thing you should know is that I'm the one in charge of ending your miserable life.
Whis, you must do something. Kakarot's power and mine are equal, so he will be no match for him.
I don't know, Mr. Beerus, but the power that Kakarot gives off this time is much stronger than the one he fought with you.
Reich at that moment would throw himself against Kakarot, who was able to stop the blow, but it had been very difficult. At that moment, both subjects began to fight at a speed never seen before in this multiverse. Kakarot at that moment would throw a great sphere to the sky, creating a barrier so that no one else feels his powers. You think that sealing me will be enough? I'm the subordinate of the creator god. I sealed you so that you won't have any other allies be able to interfere, because including you, there are 7 more of Yiki's subordinates. So, you're the damned one who possesses the power of the creator god Sekibora. You have my job much easier. Here I'll be able to kill you without you having the chance to escape. I'm now locked up with you. You're locked up with me. So I hope you're ready, because I'll use all my power, and nothing and nobody will be able to save you. Kakarot at that moment began to increase his power to the maximum, accessing the Super Saiyan Phase 3 with the Ultra Instinct. That's right, the power that Kakarot was releasing was so much that even Beerus and Whis would be very surprised. But at that moment, Kakarot would pass to his Ozaru form, leaving everyone much more surprised.
What the hell? How is he able to turn into that gigantic monkey? From what I understand, the Saiyans have the ability to transform as long as they see the full moon.
I hope you're ready for your end, because with this body, I'm able to finish you with a single blow.
If your body increased so much in size, your speed will decrease too much. Right at that moment, we began to give him a rain of blows, but to his surprise, the Ozaru would dodge each one of his blows.
Let's see what you think of this. Release of the King of Beasts, Ozaru Creator.
At that moment, a pentagram and a seal would be formed all over the place, being completely destroyed and beginning to increase its power much more, making all the universes tremble. What will happen next? Find out in the next chapter. Well guys, this is all for today's chapter. I hope you liked it and it was to your liking. Now don't forget to leave your powerful like Supreme God level, comment and subscribe. Now without further ado, see you in a new video. Until next time.